Hi everyone, my name is Robin. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Formbot Voron 2.4 kit. As we all know, Voron design doesn't really endorse any particular kit, so I think it's quite important that there's as much content as possible to show the quality of these kits, what they're like and what the current contents is. So this is dated the 1st of October. Kit was sent out on the 28th of September, so it's as recent as it gets as of recording the video. This is my first video, so apologies for the ums and delays and curious misspeaks, but like that. Let's get on with it. I just want to say a few things about it came very quickly. The price is quite reasonable. I paid around about £800 plus shipping of about £80. I didn't pay any import fees. These were all prepaid, and considering that was a good 200 quid, I think this kit is actually pretty good value. Now, the kit was bought direct from the Formbot shop on AliExpress. This is my first ever video for in quite a long time, so there's no money exchanged hands or anything like that. I'm not a YouTuber, I have no subscribers whatsoever, so this is purely my own opinions as we uncover it. It's not a review of the kit because I haven't assembled it yet. It's purely an unboxing. Anyway, I hope you find the content interesting, and apologies for my shaky cam. I'm filming this on an iPad, and as you can imagine, without a decent setup, and also having to do this from my living room because I don't have enough space to workshop to put this massive package in. For reference, this is the 350mm kit, the biggest one they do, and it is with the Dragon high flow option. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. Let's get on with it. So we're going to dive straight in. Sorry about the wobblo vision. I thought it best to handheld the camera as much as possible, so we can actually see a bit more detail on what the contents as we go through it. I'm filming this in my living room, so I apologise for the mess. I've got a whole bunch of random stuff knocking around at the minute. This is just because I physically couldn't get this package. This is the 350 version, and I physically couldn't get it out to the workshop in one piece. I broke my hand a few weeks ago, so things are a little bit tricky at the moment when it comes to anything involving weight. So all I've done is open up the package. I'm taking out the top layer of foam. That's why there's a little indentation at the top. And you can see that right at the top we have the first set of acrylic clear panels. So these are obviously the door pieces. They're fairly no-name, no unbranded panels. We've got their protective sheet on both sides. Looks like these ones have been laser cut. I don't know if you can see that, but they've got quite a low. This side actually feels like it's been saw cut. Not the end of the world. I think that would probably be the edge of the platform, but you know, acrylic's acrylic. Right, let's just get that out of the way. Then we've got one of the, I assume, side panels. Ooh. Another side panel, if we can get it out one-handed. Yeah, two more side panels, again saw cut on the edges. And then we get into the big base panel, I think this is. Yeah, it looks like it's the right thickness. Nice thick chunky bit of, don't know. It doesn't look like acrylic to me, so I'm hoping this is ABS or something a little bit more waterproof. I know Tom of Tom VDP had issues with his warping. Hopefully they've fixed that in this version of the kit. Here you can see the brand of the other panels, which appear to be acrylic again. Maybe not. A little bit hard to tell. They look quite nice on the edges. Anyway, again, saw cut. Again, not a huge surprise. Out comes the Lux chunk. So that's, I think, your back panel and the back panel. Make of that what you will. And another great big piece of foam. If you're wondering sort of like scale on this, don't have a banana knocking around, but if I just lift this off, hopefully, if I put down my mobile phone. So for reference, that's a iPhone 8 Plus, so quite a chunky phone. Gives you an idea of the sort of size of the packaging. It's 25.6 kilos according to the shipping manifest, so quite a chunky boy. Certainly I had trouble getting it into the door. I had to ask the guy to help me in with it. Was delivered by TNT in my case. I actually paid for DHL shipping, so completely got ignored there. First down point of Formbot's delivery, but it was shipped very, very quickly. They shipped it within 2 days, and that was actually a weekend, so I can forgive them for that. And then I think it was shipped on the 28th, and it's now the 1st. So very quick shipping. So let's have a good old dive in, shall we? So one question that's been knocking around recently, I think, has been what electrical components are actually supplied with it because of shortages. And right away we can see that as per their advert, we have a Raspberry Pi Model B Plus. This is absolutely fine, of course. No problems with this. I don't mind it. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a shame they're not shipping with 4s at the moment, but obviously you can forgive them for wanting to actually be able to supply this, you know, with a Raspberry Pi. I mean, it would have been quite easy for them just to go, yeah, no, and make us supply our own Raspberry Pis. So I'm just going to pop that to one side. Let's dive in to. So we've got a couple of bits here, but this is the most interesting one. Oh, yeah, there's our SD card. Looks like a genuine sound disc, obviously China branded. It's quite nice actually. The ones that they supply at the moment are 16 gig A1s. And you can see the UHS one and all that kind of business, which means they should be nice and responsive. Not even sure that the Raspberry Pi 3 can actually make good on the improved transfer rates on these sorts of things, but it's nice they're actually including a good quality SD card with this. Now, the bit we've all been waiting for. Oh, yes, they are shipping with the octopus. I was a bit confused actually because someone on the Discord recently said that they got a spider with them, with theirs, and I was like, oh, I hope that isn't the case, because so the spider doesn't really have the best reputation at the moment for quality control, but yeah, I'm sure it would be fine. But let's see if we can just pop this open so you can have a quick look. And there's 101 unboxings of the Big Tree Tech octopus, but I'm just going to have a quick nosy because I haven't watched many of those. The most important thing of all, the duck. Oh, it appears to be a lady duck as well. Does it squeak? Oh, the Voron, the one I got with my Voron 0.1 kit squeaked. Oh well. Anyway, rubber ducky. Hello. So let's have a quick dive in here, and a little card of all the details. Yep. Big Tree Tech. USB cable, which is a USB-C type, which is nice. Glad that manufacturers in China are beginning to migrate to USB-C, because frankly, I hate micro. It just breaks eventually. and it's too tempting to buy really cheap cables. And then of course the octopus itself. As you can see, it's you know, quite a beefy board. I've printed out all the brackets for it. But yeah, there we go. It's separate drivers. I'm assuming they're in the other big Tree Tech container. We'll soon find out. Anyway, let's pop that away for a minute. Where is that? Gone? Yep. But yeah, super glad to see that the octopus is being used. Actually, it's got fairly good reviews, and I do like the packaging. It's nice to see that they've improved packaging for these sort of products. Makes them look a little bit more professional. Right. Okay, let's have a look at this, which I assume is, yeah, TMC 2209s. Let's see if we can get this open one-handed. Yep. So yeah, we've got 7 in there with little heat sinks and a little programming cable. I'm not sure if we actually need a programming cable or not. I haven't got any experience with later revisions of these. Where did I put the little bit of foam? Oh, there it is. So nothing terribly exciting in there, but they look like you would expect to get from Big Tree Tech. They're definitely one of the better quality suppliers. Whoops, just gonna pop that down here. Right, now all this stuff. Oh my giddy aunt. Ah, yes, power cable. So, huzzah, an actual UK compliant cable. This bodes well for other regions as well. So, for those of you who are in the UK, you quite often know that quite often China goods have a tendency to come with those really horrible cheap cables that aren't fused and aren't UK compliant. This one clearly is. It looks like it's had a little scuffing in the factory, but nothing that would be a big issue. Nice. Okay, so moving onwards, we have let's have a look. What's this? Oh, this must have fallen out of the box. That's quite nice. A little guide to what pins are what. Quite useful if you're trying to program them manually. I remember when 2209s first came out and I started using them. Firmware enabled serial port connections were not a thing, so you had to basically program them manually yourself, which wasn't a huge issue, but I did end up having to make a proper little adapter to interface with them. Ah, tapes. So we have the foamy tape. I forget what it's called. Yeah, looks alright. It's the same stuff I got in my 0.1 kit, and it was reasonable quality. Would have liked it to be a little bit more sticky, but not the end of the world. And once again, genuine 3M VHB tape, and a nice thick size at that. Love a bit of VHB. Awesome. So PTFE. This is the wide stuff for what do they call it? Reverse Bowden setups, where width of the orifice, is that the right word? Sounds a bit wrong. It doesn't really matter. In fact, you want it nice and wide so it doesn't cause any problems. You've got minor kinking. So yeah, PTFE cable, not the most exciting component. Drag chains, yay! Ooh, there we go, and they have 3 holes. For those who are wondering, can we have a look at the other end? Without getting all open, it should be very hard with one hand. Not sure you can see that. I can't see it on the camera, but yeah, it's a drag chain. It looks quite good quality. It looks like it's the top type that snaps open from the top. I don't think it's any particular brand or anything. I think it's just what looks like a decent quality drag chain. And there's another two as well. There you go, same fitting. Ta-da! The obligatory set of, oh damn it, I can never remember what these ones are called, but these little dinky connectors. I just bought a new crimping tool so I can actually do these myself, because I had one of those old 228B style blue handled things and it absolutely butchered them. Apologies for the noise in the background. I have the window open because it's been a bit warm in the house today. Right. Are they genuine gates? Yes, I think they are. Not 100% sure on that. Oh, hang on, we've got to tell from the side, don't we? I am still none the wiser, actually. Your guess is as good as mine. They look like genuine gates. I know the set I left my 0.1 kit were genuine gates. But there we are. Let me just have a quick look with my eyeballs. Yeah, unfortunately they're wrapped up in such a way you can't read the edges. But they look a good job, at least. And then we've got the little loop ones. These don't look like gates, but they could be. I've never really messed with belt loops like this before, so I wouldn't know what the gates ones look like. Oh hello, look. No, they are gates. Hooray, good stuff. Right, somewhere in here, yeah, more belts. We might be able to see on these ones whether you can see the gate symbol. And Gates Power Grip GT. Perfect. Yep, so now it's a one comment I would make at the moment is these all seem to have been pre-cut. Thank you for Formbot for trying to save us some time, but I think a lot of people would actually prefer just continuous lengths. The reason being that if you make a mistake, at least you've got a bit of leeway, you know, and if something's been cut short, then it's not the end of the world. But still, nice. What else have we got in here? Yes, microfit settings. These look like the Chinese ones rather than genuine. Not a huge surprise there, but they'll do the job. Hopefully my crimper will do these alright. Right, the sensor. Dun dun dun. Looks like it has no markings. Really? Huh. Well, at least it's pre-terminated anyway. I have no idea what make that is at all. I'm going to assume that's standard Chinesium. But I can't tell you who or what or where that's come from. I'm fairly certain if it was a genuine omron, the kit would have been more expensive and we would have had it plastered all over this. It doesn't say what sensing distance it is on it either, so I'm assuming it's an Inspec PL05. We'll see. Oh Jesus! Fixings! And look, they're not black anodized. They are just plain old, I presume, steel of some description. Hopefully the stainless steel. I'm not going to go right through the bag of fixings. I'm assuming everything is in here. I don't know if there'll be any spares of things. I certainly got spares with my 0.1 kit. But yeah, that's a big old bulky thing. Oh, what's this? Ooh, this is exciting. This is the coupler for if you want your network cable to be external on the back. Nice little inclusion. Let's have a look at so here we have the filter. I have no idea if this is legit or not. It looks the part. It doesn't feel like a regular sponge. I don't know how effective that will be or not. I guess we won't know until we turn it on. But it's here. Right. Wires for Z motors. Nothing terribly exciting there. Some small lengths of Bowden tube. Not entirely sure what these are for. I guess they're for the hot end assembly. Not sure. You certainly need one for the hot end assembly. What's the rest? I don't know. Feet! They're squishy. No, they're not super squishy. They're harder than I thought they would be, but they've still got a bit of give in them. Hopefully should be reasonably good for cutting down on vibration. Ignore the next door's dog. She's called Cassie by the way. She's a strong barker. We have a thermal fuse. Let's have a check what spec it is. 250 volt, 15 amp, 125 Celsius. Yeah, sounds like it's been very old. Yeah, pretty much what you expect. A coupler. Yes, that is a Bowden coupler, all right. Bag full of cable ties. Will they fit through the small fittings on the cable management? I have no idea. The last ones didn't in the 0.1 kit, and I had to go and find some that were a bit skinnier. Yeah, and then even then they didn't work. If there's one comment I can make to the Voron team is please give the fixings for zip ties a little bit more room, just because the really thin ones that must be available in America and Canada and stuff are pretty rare over here, and they don't seem to ship them from China either. So yeah, we'll pop this to one side. Let's find something that's a little bit more exciting. That's not exciting. Oh look! A Hall effect. What? What? Well, this isn't the spec. I mean, so this is the board. I'm gonna have to look this up. Have they included a Hall effect sensor? How puzzling. Well, I wasn't expecting this. I mean, they've put in a normal bog standard clicky switch as well. Again, not omron. Let's double check that. Yeah, not omron. That's interesting. I haven't actually looked into Hall effect end stops, so I'm not actually sure what this is or how it works. I'll have to look up that later. Interesting inclusion. Right, what else have we got here? Fabric tape for cable management. Very nice. Oh, let's have a look in the little brown boxes. So I'm guessing this is the 5-watt power supply, so it should be a genuine Meanwell. I'll try and get it open with one hand. One sec. There we go. Looks legit to me. So yeah, this should be, yeah, that's it. Looks like it's auto switching, which is good. No faffing around with anything. So for those who don't know, this is for powering the Raspberry Pi. This is probably massive overkill for a Pi 3. But yeah, it's the thing. That away. Okay, in the bigger box, I'm not even going to open this because it's fairly obvious what it is. That I'm definitely not. I'm assuming this is going to be meanwhile as well. I think we've all seen a meanwhile power supply before, but let's just have a quick peeky. Not auto switching, has been preset to the correct voltage for my region though. There we go. Da, da, da. And yeah, once again, it's a genuine meanwhile. Now, I have heard that these aren't actually supposed to be used in the UK. They don't meet UK regulations. I don't know how much of that is true or not. I will investigate and find out, but yeah, an interesting one. Certainly I've managed to import them before with no issues, so make of that what you will. But it is very noticeable that the LOS series doesn't seem to be stocked by any UK sellers, so there may be some truth to that. Right, let's see what's in here, because I don't know. A rubber duck again, brilliant. And a display. Huh. I wasn't actually expecting a display with this kit. I'm glad I didn't order one now. But yeah, it's just fairly standard mini 12864, I guess. Brilliant. Awesome. Wasn't expecting that. Not actually on the bomb as far as I remember. I could be wrong. And we've got another duck. Is it the same as the other one? Oh yes. Yes, I must collect them all. Does it squeak? No! The one that came with my Voron Mini did. Disappointing. Hello. I'm the duck. Anyway. Right. Moving on. Oh, what's that we see there? Right. So I ordered the Dragon High Flow, and that appears to be exactly what I have got. It's a Fatus model, which is nice. I prefer the seat sinks on these. Very nice, and they've included the whole thing. It's not the fancy dancy Voron edition, but I'm not going to complain. Yes, I don't. No instructions with it. I don't know if I'm supposed to remove that plastic bit or not. I'll have to have a look online, because most of the ones that I've seen pictured, you can see like the extended bit there. I have got a 0.6 and 0.8 nozzle coming as well, just because a printer this size with a high flow hot end, you kind of got to really, because I mean the 0.4 doing 0.3 at best, you're gonna be waiting a while for your prints. But there we go. Onwards. Metal clip for the, I think this is for the SSR, isn't it? Yeah, nice it's in black at least. Oh, and the magnets have stuck themselves to it, and whatever that long thing is that another magnet of some description? I'm not sure. Oh, I think that's for the Z Pro, Z and stuff, isn't it? Yeah, look alright. Not a lot to say about those really. What else have we got in here? Standard thermistor package. Triangle Labs. Yeah. If you're wondering what thermistor comes in the package, there it is. It has B value written on it. That's always nice. Some bits of metal, all decut. Good, good. That makes life a lot easier, because I certainly don't have the tools to decut rods myself. Yeah, bed bolts. Nothing terribly exciting about those. None of these fixings look particularly cheap. So, some crimps for connecting up the power supply. What's this? Toothed idlers. Not sure what these ones are for. Now, I might replace these with the ridged bearings instead, because I don't know, the common advice is that actually these can break, and with a printer of this size I don't think I'm willing to risk that, because you can see that actually the bearings are really thin on these because of the nature of the beast. So those might get replaced with standard bearings. I've got some that I bought ages ago for a Trident build I was originally, or 1.8 build I should say rather, that I was going to do. So yeah, those might just get replaced. And yeah, we have a bunch of these. Now, oh, that was a good question actually. I just wanted to check. Yeah, yes. Yeah. Just in case anyone was wondering, yes, 9mm belts. Right. I'm sure you've seen a heater cartridge before. 40 watt. I'll probably upgrade that to a 50 because, well, it's high flow, so it's not the end of the world to get there. Bat 85 diode. More fixings. These are the 6mm ones for the I think. There's 4 of them. Not sure. Yes, because these are the 9mm ones for the. Yeah, okay. Collar brackets. I think these are for attaching the bed. But there you go, there they are. They look quite well made ones. We've got some black ones. Oh, very swish. I think these are for the Z-axis, for the gear reduction. Nice. We have a pre-crimped, nice. Sun on, very nice. That's your 40 by 20. And then 4010. Sun on again, maglev, nice. And the big 3. Sun on maglev, all of them. Brilliant. Some more little things. Now, I'm not going to make a comment on whether they are the right toothing. I think they all are, but I can't say for certain because I just don't know what the other toothing looks like, honestly. And there we have, dun dun dun, ass load of wires. Look at that. I don't know what these are. made of, I would assume they're PTFE where they need to be. There's a lot in there. I'm not going to go into that. But they all seem to be labelled up for what they are for, which I was not expecting. With my Zero kit, I just literally got a reel of wire. Well, not a reel, but yeah, okay. Nice. Okay, so last thing on this level is the linear rails. So I'm expecting these to be fairly generic. They've got rubber stoppers. They are the Viv Dino branded. They feel like they're pre-tensioned. They slide. Do they have the little holes like Gates ones? No, they don't. But they're cheap rails, you know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? No, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? I thought there was only 7 in it. What is it? 1 for each z-axis. So that's 4. And then, oh yeah, 2 for, yeah. Oh. Wait, hang on. Let's figure this out. So 4 for the gantry, up and down, yeah. 2 for X, 2 for Y. Yeah, 8. Oh no, that does make sense. What I am doing is I have a MGN 12H ready and waiting to do the to use the Trident hot end configuration instead, because it's reportedly more reliable and less prone to problems than the single X or the double X using 9mm. So yeah, I will have a couple of these spare, which is nice because I've been debating building a Delta out of some old stuff. So let's be careful with these. Don't want to bend or break those. Right. Now we must go deeper. And here we go. Right, so we have the heater. I haven't decided whether I'm replacing this yet. The Voron ones actually seem reasonable quality. The one of my 0.1 has been absolutely fine thus far, but that's much smaller. These are definitely in the Keenovo style. I don't know who actually makes the ones for Voron, but yeah, I mean they've got a CE mark on them. I mean that's worth about as much as you would expect for 21. The ends are all properly crimped and cut though, which is rather nice. I will have to have a think about whether I'm going to give that one a try or not. Next, build surface. Ooh, big chunks. Yep, so we have magnetic sheet pre-attached to it. Yeah, feels quite strong. 3M. It is big and heavy and has its pre-attached by the looks of it. And I think it's double-sided as well, I think. Yeah, there's definitely rough stuff on the other side, which is fantastic. I actually really like the textured side. That is really heavy. I'm not going to fuck around with that for too long. Mess around with that for too long. Right. And finally, the bed itself. God, that's heavy. Well, it looks like it's been lapped. What does the thing say? There's a precision means casting so it has marks of processing. Whereas we tested flatness of the plate is not to 0.06mm. Okay, I'll take their word for that. I have no way of actually testing that. But there it is. It looks nice and flat. I don't know how much it'll warp. It looks like it's a specifically 2.4 designed one, because it doesn't have all the extra random attachment points. Oh, right, let's get that out of the way. Oh god, that's heavy. Right. Right. And then underneath here, we have motors and extrusions. And some other bits. Ah, this is always nice. So, right, here we have it. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, they are supplying Moon's motors at the moment. Brilliant. How long this will last, I don't know. Originally, Formbot kits were shipping with LDO. Obviously, LDO have decided to do their own kits, so I think ultimately they've just decided, you know, not to supply potential competitors, which is, you know, fair enough, really. So, Formbot have been through a few different kits. My last ones were a mixture. The extruder was Moon's, but the rest were all, oh god, I can't remember the name now. A brand you've heard of, but isn't either that well known or not. I don't know, that makes no sense. Right, let's not mess around with stuff. What's this? So we have some bearings, very nice. These are, yeah, ordinary bearings. Tiny little pancake motor for your afterburner. Moons. And then we have 7 steppers again. Moons. There we go, if anyone's wondering what speckles in those. Now this bit I probably am almost certain to replace, because I have no idea if this is any good or not. It's definitely a Chinese brand. Gold! Always believe in your soul. Yes. No idea what the quality of this is or like. Feels quite weighty, but yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I know the Photech clones that you get weigh basically nothing at all. So maybe this is okay. I honestly don't know. But if there was one component I was definitely going to change, I would, yeah, I think I'll have to have a look, see what the fail mode is on these. The last thing you want is being failed. Open. Right. This little thing in the corner here is Bondtech gear kit. Yep. Looks like one of the slightly classier ones with a proper Delrin reel. And yeah, there it is. What else have we got here? No, it does come with bearings. So I'm not sure what those other idlers are for. Fushi brand. Don't know. But generally speaking, I find that these sorts of bearings are generally reasonable quality. So what's this? This is, oh yeah, the power socket. Yeah, it's fused. Brilliant. Yep, it's a power socket. Let's have a look at some of the extrusions then. So, they are the cut, then anodized type. They're quite shiny. Couldn't tell you whether these are genuine Mizumi or anything. Some of you might be able to tell from the profile. I certainly can't. Let's see if we can find one that's been tapped. Now I'm just going to have a look at this through normal eyes. I don't know what extrusions would be. Interestingly, the kit I had for the 0.9, they were all properly tapped and everything, but they were over tapped, so every piece had every combination. Now, this end looks tapped. You can see that, yeah. Not seeing any holes for seeing yet, but I'm not going to go through all of those. They look good quality, they feel good quality. And then we have, yeah, these look alright. I mean, not sure what I was expecting. They don't seem to have any rough edges. And we have, they're stacked on top of each other, yeah, the big 82fers. And we have 4 of them, which is absolutely right. I don't know why I thought there would be 3, but there we go. Right, so I think that's everything in the box. There's certainly not another layer underneath. I will just have a quick flick through, just see if I can find one, just see what the quality of, because this is a blind mount kit, so they should be, some of them have holes in, but I'm not sure which pieces should and which pieces shouldn't. Ah, there we go. So, quality of the holes drilled in. Oh yeah, that's actually quite nice. Yeah. Yeah. And then they've been anodised afterwards. Or have they? Hang on, let me just have a look in the natural light. Yeah, they appear to be anodised afterwards. Now, I know in some kits that has caused problems, because the anonisation does add a slight amount of extra thickness, which can cause problems with taps. However, I can't tell whether these will be affected or not. Worst case, I'll just have to run my tap kit through. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully that is of some use to some of you. I can't comment on the quality of the kit, because honestly, this is my first time opening it. I haven't built anything with this. I had good experience with the Voron 0.1 kit they did, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this one will go together quite as well. It's a big, daunting kit. My next video will be when this is done. I'm not going to do a big build blog. Other people have done the 2.4 to death. So yeah, I just wanted to show people what the Formbot kit looks like, my experiences. Any questions, put them in the comments below. This is a brand new channel for me, so don't worry about subscribing or anything unless you're really desperate to potentially wait months, if not years, for the next video. But if people respond well to this, then I'll show some more of my random stuff. I've got a workshop with laser cutter, more printers, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I would quite like to do this as sort of like a casual little now and again thing where I'll feature something that I find interesting. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this. Hopefully you made it to the end of my annoying voice, and maybe I'll see you again. Cheers all.